Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Your home for all content Lord of the Rings home. We've got a bunch of raid info that's released today. I hope your day's going well. We're going to go through it. We're going to see if I can one-take Jake this. I haven't quite read this, so I'm reacting to it live as we go through it here. But this is basically a blog post giving us more information on the upcoming raids, the Mines of Moria. And I think, I guess I'm not exactly sure what it has. We'll find out. Greetings, Ring Bears. After months of waiting, speculation, and of course, preparation, we're proud to announce that the Mines of Moria will be coming to home on July 26, 2023. When is that? That's 2 weeks from now. So that's, it's a Wednesday. 2 weeks from now. So that's earlier than I thought. I thought it was going to be maybe like that week of the 31st of July, start of August, but it's a little earlier than I thought. That's good. All right. It's coming out sooner than I thought. As previously mentioned, we'll be releasing the raid in a chapter-by-chapter format. So for the Mines of Moria, right, there'll be 4 chapters. 4. You'll need to be just level 30 in order to participate. This is important, and this is something that was confirmed by CG Heem in Discord the other day. There are no restrictions, characters, gear levels, star levels for any. Okay. I thought maybe that was just for the first chapter, but that looks like it's going to be the case for all the chapters. That's really great news. That's the right way to do it for this first raid, right? The raid is, I think, meant to get people some more resources so they can build up other teams. So you don't want to just right off the bat have like these restrictions on characters. So that makes sense to me. I think they said basically though in the future that may be different for different types of raids, but it's good to know that just all 4 chapters of the raid have no restrictions. I'm pretty happy about that. So chapter 1, they are coming, starts July 26th. So end of July here. Chapter 2, Doom. That starts August 2023, so the month after. So this is going to be like some orc thing, right? And like goblin thing. I'm kind of picturing the like situation where there's like they're moving into the like after Pippin like knocks all that stuff down to the well, and Gandalf's like, "You fool of a took," and then like they start coming through the door. That's kind of what I'm imagining for the first one. And then the second one, Doom. Maybe it's kind of when they're trying to escape. Oh, that could be the chapter where it's just like you have to try and survive the longest. Chapter 3, Blades in the Dark, starts in September, so the month after. Okay. And then October for chapter 4. So it's about 1 chapter released a month. So you get the first part of the raid, second part of the raid. So about a month to kind of master what you should be doing for each chapter. Shadow and a Flame, I got to imagine that this is the Balrog. Blades in the Dark, not exactly sure what this is going to be. Gonna maybe need my memory refreshed. If you have some ideas, put that down in the comments. Maybe this is just the chapter where you... it's the chapter where you go up and down the stairs. It's a chapter where you're going down the stairs. That's all it is. Stairs are the big enemy for chapter 3, for sure. Dates are not final and subject to change. So they don't give actual, like, hard dates here, just sort of months. 4 chapters over 4 months. 1 chapter a month, and we get that first chapter at the end of July here. All right, that's sooner than I expected, to be honest with you. And I thought the second chapter was going to be much further down the line. So this is sort of beating my maybe cynical expectations. We got the boy and his staff. I love that he's got this like scarf. That's a nice scarf. I'm going to have to use that in one of my thumbnails. Gandalf the Gray. Some people, for whatever reason, thought it was going to be Gandalf the White, but I don't know where that came from. All right. I'm a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Honor. You cannot pass. The dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Udun. Go back to the shadow. You cannot pass. That's talking about the Balrog. And I actually had a discussion with a lore nerd in my guild, and this could actually, apparently it could be interpreted 2 ways. One being that he is essentially an Astari or a Valar, and the secret fire being that of the creation the creator of all things, Inu. But also, his ring of power is the ring of flame, not Narya, I think. So it could also be referencing that as well. So it's not entirely clear based on what Tolkien wrote, what he meant there. Just a little tidbit. The immensely powerful and loyal Istari, or wizard, responsible for bringing the Fellowship together and leading the charge against Sauron, is none other than Gandalf the Gray. I really want a good Fellowship team. I'm so excited for the Fellowship. Gandalf the Gray's character kit will come shortly, so have patience. I hope that is sooner rather than later, but I guess we'll see. And then note, Gandalf the Gray character shards are one of the major rewards of the raid, and it'll take several chapters in order to collect and summon him. Okay, I'm interested in that. Does this mean you have to basically be able to pretty much full clear all 4 chapters, or it's just not really viable to only do chapter 1 to farm him? Okay, here's an example of rewards. They took out all the numbers. Gold, thing. Light and shadow crystals, Gandalf shards, ability mats, XP, thing, and purple mats. This is for gear 8. So my guess is that this is raid tokens, and that this is the mithril raid tokens that you get as well. This is a tier 8 reward, which I think is probably one of the higher or highest tiers. Okay, as a reminder, there'll be 2 places to obtain rewards. Yep, so you get a guild track, so how far your guild progresses as a whole, and your own personal reward track. It's very similar to the layout for the rewards from the Crate raid, which is the new raid from Swigo. And this is a raid format that I actually really enjoy because it means you don't have to have everybody at the same sort of collective power to advance as far as you want to in a raid. Obviously, the higher all of your collective powers are in your raid, the further you're going to get, but people are going to be able to contribute just their own, even though you may have like a spectrum of different power levels in your guild. So I'm personally a big fan of that because we've got a kind of spectrum of people in our guild, and I would like to keep it that way. I'm kind of playing with some of my friends and my old guildies from Swigo. Both reward tracks may contain the following items. It says may, not will. Gold currency, character XP. Gold raid coins, which are these. Mithril raid coins, which are these. Gandalf the Gray character shards. So I would like to know where Gandalf ends up. Is it only in the guild reward track, or can you also get him from the personal reward track? Because if they just stick him in the guild reward track, then yeah, it's going to be go back to, oh, you need to kind of fill all of your raid up, or your guild up with people who can do the raid at the highest level so you can get Gandalf, which kind of defeats, I think, some of the purpose of making this sort of structure of the raid. But, what do I know? Oh, wait. In your personal reward track, you have the ability to earn all of the above listed rewards in addition to gems. Okay, excellent. So these things here. So you should be able to get Gandalf then. All right, that assuages that fear. In your guild reward track, you will see ability materials, uncommon and rare, as well as crystals, light, and shadow. Great. An important note. Your rewards will increase with every raid chapter release, which includes the amount of Gandalf the Gray character shards you can earn. Note that the rewards you see as a part of your guild reward track is for the entire Mines of Moria raid duration and does not change or refresh between chapters. Let me read that again. I don't think I understand. Note that the rewards you see as part of your guild reward track is part of the entire Mines of Moria raid duration and does not change or refresh between chapters. I see. Okay, so it's like, let's say they have 2 chapters released now. When you get through the first chapter, it doesn't just like cut off and give you the guild the guild rewards there. It keeps going. So you will continue to build on your rewards that you got as a guild from chapter 1 to go into chapter 2. Remember, a raid is a marathon. The dwarves were renowned for their endurance. You and your guild mates will not conquer all of its challenges or unlock all of its rewards at once, but with careful and strategic preparation and, of course, time, greatness awaits. Interesting to include this line here. The dwarves were renowned for their endurance. It is the Mines of Moria. This could possibly be a hint. let's just say I'm kind of glad that I'm going in on Gimli and that I'm already farming up Feely and Keely. But I don't know how they're going to be good, and there's like no dwarf team on the horizon that we know of. So maybe down the line, because this, all 4 chapters will be out before the end of the year, it seems like. So this is some interesting news. This is good stuff. I like a little bit more specifics on what exactly we're getting. Obviously, they aren't giving detailed layouts for all of the reward tiers so that we can start preparing ahead of time. But I'm glad about a few things. 1, no restrictions at all for all 4 chapters. 2, this is coming out earlier than I personally thought, so I'm pretty happy about that. 3, it looks like you're going to be able to get Gandalf shards not just as guild rewards, where they put it sort of at the end and you still need to be in like a top 5 guild to get these things, but also the personal rewards. I think that's actually a really good choice. And I'm really hoping that basically this is the game mode that allows us to start building our rosters wide. And that way we're able to end up doing some sort of personal, like GAC type PvP or some sort of guild PvP by the start of next year. Have that sort of game mode come out in Q1 of next year. I think that would be really great. That's kind of my first thoughts on it. I think people are going to be upset because it doesn't have as much specificity as they want. Basically, I think people want detailed layouts. They want the developers to give them a step-by-step guide on how to beat the raid effectively right off the bat. But I am thankful that we get a little bit of this news and that it seems to me to be pretty positive, actually. I think I like what I'm seeing here. But let me know down in the comments below. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching.